them tell about their journey from KITCOEK to Intel. Please, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Abhishek. So let me share my screen first. I hope you can see me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you
Yes,
see able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Okay. I am very happy to see all of you guys present here. I hope you guys are doing very great in your life. So first of all, thank you very much Innovation Club for inviting me today as a guest. Special thanks to Aishwarya and Abhishek who messaged me a lot of time whether it is possible for me to give a guest lecture with you guys or not. I was really hoping for an offline session, but because of the current situation, I thought it is not going to happen. So we went with the online session. Okay. I hope in coming future we will do an offline session face to face. So without any delay, let me start. Let me talk about my journey briefly. Harshada already spoke about my journey in the introduction session, but let me rephrase it. So I did electronic engineering from KIT College of Engineering in year 2014 to 2018. During third year, I was very much interested in GATE examination. I was very much hoping to get into top IITs or IISc for my post graduation, that is MTech. Uh, but lot of people advise me that it's always better to do job first before going to into MTech. So following that advice, I thought I will do job first and then I will do the GATE preparation and then I will do the MTech. So I did my job in KPD technology from year 2018 to 2019 as a software engineer. Then soon I realized that I'm not learning anything new. I'm not using my technical knowledge in my job, because of which I left my job and I started my GATE preparation from the month of July 2019. So I gave my GATE examination in year 2020 February, in which I got All India rank 226 in electronic field. Also, parallelly I cleared ISRO and BARC examination, written examination. With this GATE score, I got admission into Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore in the field of aerospace engineering. Let me quickly tell you why I went with the aerospace engineering. So I was very much interested in doing control system and guidance. I couldn't find any relevant branch in core electronic field. They had only microelectronics and VLSI such fields. So I thought I found the control system in aerospace. So I thought it's better for me to go with the aerospace field. After doing my MTech, in the third semester, I got job in Intel Corporation as a system on chip design engineer. I recently joined into the company. It's been only a week. I started my job career. So let me move forward. Now, coming to the point, you guys who are in graduation, you guys might have very few important questions in your mind. So let me answer each question one by one. So what to do after graduation? So you have three options, that is job, higher education and business. Okay. So I will not say that you shouldn't go for a business or a startup. If you have a great idea, a great team and a good financial support, then you can always go for a business or startup. But majority of students will prefer to do a job or higher education, right? Now, the most important question is, should we do job first or should we go for higher education first? Okay, so let me tell you my perspective. It is again a person to person choice, but let me tell you what is my perspective. I always prefer, if you guys do job first, there are few reasons. You are currently on the journey of your education field and you are also a very young age, so it's always better to finish your education as soon as possible with the continuous flow. What happen if you switch to job? For example, take my case. So I went with IT job where the field was totally different. I did my electronics engineering and I worked as a software engineer. So that change affect, okay, and I totally got misconnected with the my electronic field, because and it is very difficult to again reconnect, and you have to again study for your higher education. So it is very difficult. Let me tell you what happened with me also. I decided that I will give GATE examination after doing my 2 years of job. I thought I will do parallel preparation with my job. Let me tell you, it is very difficult to do any exam preparation along with job. You should have very high dedication, so that you have to study in all the weekends and as well as in your free times to for your examination. After few months, I was getting very good salary, as well as we are chilling with friends, and soon I realized that I am not studying at all while doing job. Also, I am not getting any new knowledge along with my job. So I thought, let me quit the job and let me directly go for my GATE preparation. Okay. So I suggest you guys to always go for a higher education first before going to the job. One of the main question again, should we go for a hardware job or should we go for a software job? So I will not answer this question, because already Shital Sutar ma'am in her last interaction session, which happened in the month of January, she spoke on this topic very well. She has a very good experience of 4 years, and she addressed this point very well in her session. So let me quickly tell you. So if you go to her lecture, so from minute of 22 minutes, she started addressing this question very well. You can refer to this video. Okay. So next point is how. So there are few people who want to become a scientist, who want to go into the research field. So how one can become a scientist at top research institutes such as ISRO, DRDO, or BARC. So let me talk one by one. First of all, ISRO, they conduct their own examination. They will not recruit people from GATE examination. They conduct similar kind of examination offline for the recruitment. Once you clear their examination, they will call you for the interview process. So let me tell you how you can apply for their job. So there is one page provided by ISRO, that is career by ISRO's. If you scroll down, you can see there is a link, that is ICRB. Through this examination, they will conduct the scientists who are graduated. So once you go to this website, you will see they post lot of new job recruitments on this page. So you have to find the post scientist engineer SC. SC is the grade of the post. Okay. So this is the last year, year 2020 recruitment in the field of electronic, mechanical, and computer science. This is the exam which I qualified back in the year 2020. So you have to keep updated with this website. Once they post, you can apply through the link given here. Okay. Now, moving forward, for DRDO, it is optional. Sometimes they directly recruit from the GATE examination, and sometimes they conduct their own examination along with the GATE examination. Once you qualify the examination, they will call you for the interview. For BARC, there are two options. One, you can go through the GATE examination. If you don't get good score in the GATE examination, they also conduct their own examination, which will happen after after the GATE examination. So there are two options. So in all the cases, once you clear their examination, you have to go to the interview, and then there will be a direct recruitment, okay, as a scientist. Now, a very important thing, the people always ask how to prepare for GATE electronic. Okay, so there are a lot of people who are currently in their graduation, and they have one doubt in their mind: should we go for a coaching or should we do a self study? Again, it is a person to person choice, but let me tell you one thing: the benefit of doing coaching is that they will only focus on the points which are essential for the GATE examination, right? So you will save a lot of time and you will only do point to point study. But what happens with self study, you have to explore a lot of things by your own, and you have to make your own notes, and you have to study by your own planning. So one suggestion, If you have lot of time, like if you are in second year, third year, then you can go for a self study first, and later you can decide should I go for a coaching or not. But if you have very limited time and if you want very good rank in the limited time, then I suggest you go for a coaching. Now, if you choose to do a self study, then how can I prepare? Where can I get the related data? Okay, so you can see there are a lot of reference book available online in PDF mode. You can search on the Google the GATE ECE books for reference. You will get a lot of lists. There are lot of NPTEL lectures also available free. There are few YouTube channels which I referred during my GATE preparation, such as GATE Academy, GenQ Education, Creatrix, etc. You can also follow these GATE channels and you can prepare your own study. There are few Facebook, Telegram, GATE preparation channels also available. Also, doubt clearing channels are also available. You can purchase, if you want, online GATE materials such as pen drive course or online lecture series. One suggestion would be always during preparation, make sure you purchase the test series of the big coaching classes. They will boost your preparation. Let me briefly talk about my preparation strategy. So I started my preparation in the month of June, July 2019. Okay. So I started following these GATE lectures and I started preparing my own notes. Parallelly, I started giving test series, okay, so that I can apply my knowledge and check where am I standing. After some time, I started preparing something called as micro notes, in which I only noted the things which are very difficult for me, such as the formulas, difficult circuits, equations, etc., which I revise all day in the morning session. In the last 1 month, I started giving full length test series, which boost my confidence a lot. Okay, so you can make your own preparation strategy and you can follow it, right? If you guys have any doubt on the this slide or previous slide, you can parallelly ask me so that I can answer right away. Okay. Do you have any doubt or should we move forward? Okay, I think everything is clear to you. Let me move forward. Now, why to go with IITs and IISc for your MTech? Okay, let me highlight few very important points here. So one main concern while going with higher education is the fee of the education, right? When we go with private colleges, the fee of the education will be very high, such as in lakhs. But when you go with the IITs and top IISc, the education fee will be very low. You will be amazed to know that my education fee in the IISc was 15,000 per year. It was only 15,000. They say that if you want to be successful, then you have to surround yourself with successful people, right? If you want to be rich, you have to surround yourself with rich people. Similarly, at IISc and top IITs, you will get lot of talented people, lot of successful, smart people all across the India in one place. So your goal, your ambitions will boost with very high margin. For example, when I was doing job in KPIT, I was hoping that after 2 years, my package should be around 8 LPA or 10 LPA maximum. Okay. When I was in IISc during placement, I put one condition for my job that I should get at least 20 LPA package in the IISc job placement. So you see the difference. I shifted from 8 LPA, 10 LPA directly to the 20 LPA, and I already achieved it. Okay. So this is the plus point you will get with the top colleges. The next main thing is your expenses will be covered by the stipend. As I said, the education fee was 15,000 per year, while you will get stipend of 12,400 per month. So you see, you are saving lot of money. You don't have to worry about your expenses. You will get highly experienced faculty. You will get chance to work on very top end research project along with these highly experienced faculty. The main concern of the student is placement. you will get very good placement with highest packages. Let me tell you one thing. In IISc, the average package for electronic field was around 25 LPA. Okay, the lowest package, if I remember well, was around 16 LPA, and the highest was around 30 LPA. The last thing is I'm not sure about this point. I got to know from a lot of people in the Intel that people who got job in Intel from IITs or IISc, they directly recruit people as a full-time regular uh, employees. While when they recruit from the private colleges, they recruit them as an intern. They will test their knowledge for 1 year as an intern, and then they will decide should we go with this recruiter, should we go with this employee or not. So this is again a plus point doing your masters from top colleges such as IIT and IISc. Now, again a very important point, how one should prepare for your job interview. I'm talking about only electronic field, specifically only electronic hardware related field. So the most basic thing is you should have a good verbal communication, right? I'm not saying that you should be excellent or have the best English communication. If you are able to explain your point to the person next to you, then that is good and very well. Okay, there are few important subjects, basic subjects I would like to highlight. The first one, the first two are very important, that are analog electronics as well as digital electronics. In analog electronics, you should know all the basics of diode, transistor, op-amps, different circuits using these components, such as you should know how to design different circuits such as adder, integrator, differentiator using op-amps. The one question, if I remember, during my Intel interview was on op-amp. So the question was, he said, you have one op-amp and one multiplier circuit. How will you design a divisor circuit using these components? So you should know the basics very well. In digital electronics, you can focus on flip-flops, timing analysis, counters, basic logic gates, and different circuits design using basic logic gates. The third subject is also very important, that is network analysis. You should be able to solve different networks. You should be able to solve the current and voltages in specific branches. You should be very well in transient analysis, and also you should know some basics of AC circuits such as RC, RL and RLC circuit. Mathematics is very important. You should be aware of all the basics. Again, you should know the basics of signal processing, control system as well as communication, both analog and digital communication. So this is a general note from me. It depends, it may vary with the job criteria. If you are applying for a communication related job, then obviously you should be very well in the communication area, right? Let me briefly explain my interview experience in the IISc placement drive. So these are the companies, if I remember, which came to for the electronic people. So my interview started with the Texas Instrument. So they only asked the questions related to transient analysis. Okay, so they only asked questions related to what will happen, what are the waveforms in the circuit when I open or close the switch. So all these questions were related on the transient analysis. So you should be very well in the transient analysis. Also, they asked few questions on the aptitude. Next, I gave analog devices interview, where they only asked what are the electronic project you did until now, and only asked the questions based on those projects. They didn't ask any other questions apart from the projects. I also gave LAM research interview, where they started with the project work. I explained all the projects. They asked me few questions on the project. After that, they shifted to the op-amp related questions, where they asked me to solve different op-amp related circuits, also few network analysis basics questions. I also gave MediaTek interview, where again they focused on transient analysis, some basic digital electronic circuit questions. Also, they asked me few communication related questions. Okay. Last, I also gave Intel interview, or obviously I gave Intel interview, where they asked questions on op-amp, transistor, CMOS, different transistor and CMOS circuits. Sir gave few circuits and asked me to differentiate them, asked me to tell the working of those circuit, draw their characteristics, etc. Right? He also asked me few basic question from the signal processing as well as analog electronics and both digital electronics, few basics questions, right? So again, one important question which might be in the your mind, that does the project matter during our interview session, right? So as you can see, few companies asked me to explain my project work, whereas few companies didn't ask any question on my project work. But it is always advisable to have a good projects in hand, because you don't know what the questions which will be asked, right? So do good projects, core electronics project, right? Any doubt on this slide, or should we move forward? If no doubt, then let me go to the next slide. So I have listed few important points to note. The main thing is listen to advice. You should listen to advice of everyone, your teacher, your seniors, your friend, your parents, but make sure you always follow your heart, right? When I was in last year, I was very much enthusiastic, very much wanted to do my masters from one of the top IITs or IISc. So I started my GATE preparation, but soon lot of people advised me that you should go for a job first, and then I blindly followed their advice and I went for a job. In that process I almost spent 2 years, and after that I realized that I'm not for this job, so I have to quit that job, right? So always listen to advice, but always make sure you follow your heart. Practice good communication. Okay, I suggest Innovation Club to also conduct some mock interview sessions. If they are doing it, it is very well. If you are not, then please make sure you conduct some mock interview group discussion sessions, so that it will be very helpful for your upcoming placements. Third point, which is very important and lot of people will ignore this point, make sure you have your resume in your hand right now. Okay, it doesn't matter if you are in second year, if you are in third year, or if you are in fourth year, you should have different resumes for different job profiles. So if you go with the Word format, if you want to make a resume on the Word, then it might be a very difficult to make, as well as it is not that much attractive. Okay, so I have one solution for it. There is something called as latex. Okay, let me take you to the site. So if you see, latex is a software system for document preparation. Okay, using this software you can make your MTech project thesis, you can make resumes, you can write book, you can write journal papers. All these steps are very much easier if you do them in the latex. So there is one website called as overleaf.com. If you go to this website, you can register to the website using this register button. It is free to use. Once you register, you can go to the templates. So here you can see there are a lot of templates. So you can make your resume, formal letter, posters, newsletter, project report, thesis, etc. So if I go to the resume, so you can see there are a lot of formats. So you can choose specific format which you want, and you can update the information. So it is very much easier to do in this website. If you want to do same format in the Word, then it is very much difficult and it is very much time consuming. So I suggest you to make sure you prepare your 2-3 resumes using this website. The next very important thing is keep your LinkedIn account always updated. Lot of recruiters will decide your recruitment using your LinkedIn account, because it will give all your present as well as past information to the recruiters. So keep always your LinkedIn account updated. Do projects which will help you to learn the basics of electronics. I'm not saying that you should have very research innovative projects. Do small projects which are related to our the basic electronic things. One more important thing, also do internship with the such as IITs and IISc. If you are getting 3-4 months of time in between your semester, between after your graduation, then I suggest you go for doing internship with such colleges, because those will be very helpful for your future career. So people might think that how one can get the internship in the top colleges such as. So let me tell you how you can apply for the internship, and it is free of cost. Only thing matters is your knowledge and your experience. Okay, so if you search on Google IISc Aerospace, I will talk about my branch. Same thing will happen, will apply to electronic and all the other branches. So if you go to IISc Aerospace branch, you can go to faculty. So if you see, these are the faculty of the branch. You can search by the research area. For electronics people, it is very, you will go with the control and guidance. So all these faculty are working in the control and guidance area. So let me go with one of the professor. He was my guide during my MTech. So Dr. S.N. Omkar sir, if I go to their lab link, so you can see his introduction. So there are totally 3 labs. Omkar sir, see, CIL lab, UAV lab, and biomechanical lab. And you can see that interested students can apply with resume and their interested subjects, and you can directly that you want to do the internship under him. Also, you can attach your. So if you see the internship to diploma, it is available for all the people of diploma, BE, BTech, ME, MSc students from computer science, mechanical, electronics, and all, right? So using these steps, you can apply to internship. Same thing will is applicable to all other branches. If you want to do internship under any professor, directly mail them that I want to do an internship under you, and this is my resume. So let me move to the next point. So some advice from me. So one of the important thing is make your connection with people working in the same area of your interest on the LinkedIn. Okay, when I was preparing for GATE, I had lot of questions in my mind, and I didn't know anyone in my friend circle or in my network who is preparing or who did GATE preparation. So what I did, I went on the LinkedIn, I searched for GATE electronic. I got lot of people who are having GATE electronic in their headline. I connected with them, I messaged them asking all of my doubts, and believe me, out of 10 people, 3 or 4 people will always reply to your queries. So you can do same with all of your interested areas. I did same thing with my Intel. When I got my job placement, I was again very much confused. What will be the work? What will be the pre-knowledge should I have? So I searched lot of people who are currently working on the same SoC design engineering in Intel. I connected with them and I messaged everyone, what should I do next? And I got lot of responses from them. Make sure you learn new things every day apart from your technical knowledge. Do read lot of books, they will help your confidence as well as your knowledge. And if your English is a bit weak, then you can again read English books or English newsletters. One more main important thing, focus on your health. Go play with your friends, outdoor games, go on a trip, do enjoy your life, because these these graduation days will not come again. So please focus on your health and do enjoy. If you want to know how one can take care of their expenses, right? What are the ways for a student to start earning along with their studies? So here are few ways I have mentioned. So there is something called as Check Expert. So it is a website where students will post different questions, and as an expert, you can answer those questions and you can earn money from the website. So there are there are a lot of branches in that website. For one question, you will get 168 rupees, as I remember. So using this website, you can log into their website. You have to give a small test, and they will make you a question and answer expert, and you can start earning right away. You can start coaching in online and offline mode of your juniors. If you have any extra skills such as Photoshop or graphic designing, etc., you can start working as a freelancer. One of the main important things, start learning basics of stock market, what is trading, what is investment, because these things will definitely help you in your future. So last but not least, do work hard, also enjoy your life. As I said, these graduation days will not come again in your life. So make sure along with working hard, you do enjoy your life. Thank you very much for listening me. If you have any question, you can ask me now, or we can go with the next session.
If audience has any question, they can write it into the chat box.
So there are, okay, no doubt. I hope I covered all of the points. So what is a freelancer? So freelancer, let me tell you one thing. So if you have certain skills, okay, so I'm good in painting, I'm good in Photoshop, I'm good in graphic designing. So you can use those skills for earning money. So let me tell you one example. Okay, so Abhishek is very good in graphic designing, and I want to develop my website, and I don't know anything about graphic designing. So what I will do, I will ask Abhishek, can you please design a graphic designing for my website, and I am ready to pay you. So this is called as freelancing. So Abhishek is utilizing his skill to earn money from me. So if you have any skill, you can, there is a website called as freelancer. You can explore that website and you can apply as a freelancer with your skill. Internship in DRDO, as I said, they keep on posting the recruitment such as internship as well as job recruitments on their website. You have to be updated with their career website. You have to check, are there any recruitment for our electronic field. You have to apply. They will have certain criteria such as they will take either written examination, they will conduct few interviews, and they will, then you can work as a then you can apply as an intern. Okay, so so the next question is how to be calm during GATE preparation and how to do study stress free. Okay, so let me tell you one thing, don't take any stress that I have to get this rank, or this is my last chance or something like that. Just focus on one thing, that whatever happen, I will just give my best. It doesn't matter. I'm not in any competition, I'm not in any race. I just here to give my best, and that's all. So while preparation of any exam, you have to enjoy that journey, right? Electronic field is very interesting. You have to enjoy studying new topics, new subjects in electronics, and just enjoy the journey. Don't take any stress or anything. There will be always a little bit stress, a little bit tension, and it is like irreplaceable. There will be always. So it's okay to have such kind of stress. Just do enjoy and give your best, right? How to choose MTech specialized branch? Okay, so let me tell you about IISc. So for electronic people, there are a lot of choices, such as I said, aerospace engineering, core electronic branches such as microelectronics and VLSI, Department of Electronic Science Engineering. Again, there is a branch called as computational data science. Apart from that, there is artificial intelligence, signal processing. So all these branches you guys can apply. You just have to refer the IISc web page. You can explore what are the subjects, what are the topics involved in all these branches. Depending upon your interest, you can apply for the respected branches. Uh, in the mentioned branches, aerospace, computational data science, and AI are the branches where people from different branch can apply. So these are interdisciplinary branches, right? Yeah, as Aishwarya suggested, it's always better to ask questions after unmuting it. So next question is, what is the scope of CSE student in VLSI? Yeah, there are a lot of scopes for the computer science students also in electronic. There is, if when I talk about job, there are always both hardware as well as software components will be attached to it. You can work in the different programming language such as VLSI, embedded. So all the software components you can work with. Okay. Okay, the one question from Abhishek, how hard is it to take risk to leave current job and study for GATE examination? Yeah, it is a bit risky. It took me around 2-3 months to convince my parents, to convince my friends that I want to leave this job and I want to go for the GATE preparation. Everyone was suggesting me this is a very big risk. What if you don't get very good rank? What will be your future? How are you sure that after leaving job you will get very good job? Okay, so again it depends. You have to convince that I am very much interested in doing this only. This is not my area and I really want to get good package, good job after doing this GATE preparation. And you have to convince everyone. You have to take the risk, because as they said, if you didn't, unless and until you take risk, you will not achieve success, right? So risk is very important. Just make sure you believe in yourself and you just uh, you will do great in your life.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
My question is related to Abhishek's question that when your financial condition is weak, then um, you know putting ourselves into a risk is also a double risk. So
Yeah.
how you made your mind that you are going for the higher education and preparing for the GATE?
Yeah, right. So as I said, it will not take much time to prepare for GATE, right? So as I said, I started in the month of June. It took only 6-7 months for my GATE preparation. Once you qualify your GATE, you will get stipend. The fees of the education will be very less. So again, you don't have to worry about all the expenses. As I said, you will get stipend. You will start earning money rather than spending it. Right. Also, if you, it is not compulsory to leave job for GATE preparation, right? There are a lot of people who are doing GATE preparation along with their job also. So it requires a lot of dedication, lot of time management, all those things. But I am not saying that it is impossible to do GATE preparation along with job. So it is again depends on each and everyone.
Sir, so we all
Yes.
belong to Tier 3 college, that is KIT. So what
Yes.
was the major difference between the environment in the KIT, environment in the KPIT, and then in the IISc?
Right. So in KIT, we all will be in a very enjoying state. We will be doing our graduation, and when we enter in our last year, then we realize that, oh no, we have to do job, we have to look after our family. Then all the tension will start coming in our mind. Again, the experience was very good in KIT. I got lot of good friends. I had chance to learn with lot of highly experienced faculties. I got lot of guidance and encouragement from the teachers. When I went to the KPIT, I met lot of new people. I got to know how the work culture will be, how the different, what is the difference between the student life and the employee life, how to manage the money, as well as how to, what are the etiquette and all those things. If I want to compare the KIT with the IISc, so I don't think there are much there are much differences. Uh, on both place you will get to know lot of good knowledge, lot of highly experienced faculty. But only one thing is that at IISc, as you are surrounded with lot of toppers and lot of smart people, na, your mind will be of that level only. You will start thinking very higher things. You will start thinking very big aims and big goals in your life, right? So only thing matter is your
Right.
knowledge. I will not say that if you are from KIT or if you are from so and so college, it matters a lot. I'm not saying that. Only thing matters is your interest and your knowledge. Okay.
So basically, my question was about the mindset, because when we are in BTech, our mindset is that I want to get a higher pointer in class. So,
Yeah, right.
so difference between the mindset that you had in IISc.
Yeah, when I was in KIT, yeah, competition was there to get very good marks, uh, good scores in all the subjects. We were not that worried about our extracurricular activities. But in IISc, I will say no one will care about the pointer. No one will even ask what was your pointer, what was your GATE score, what was your GATE rank. They will not focus on those things. They only focus on one thing, that how, what is your knowledge, what are your specializations. Okay. In no interview they asked about my pointer. In no interview they asked about what are the subjects which I did, what are the high end subjects which I related to electronics I did. They only focused on the basics. So I believe that only thing matters is the knowledge, the basic knowledge of your branch. Right.
There is a one question from audience that you have given ISRO and BARC exam, then why you go for higher education? That why you go for MTech and why not ISRO and BARC? Why you are not join ISRO and BARC?
See, once you, as I said, once you go for job, na, the link will break of your education and your like your job. So I thought that I'm getting chance to do my higher education with one of the top colleges of the India. So I thought it's always better to finish my education first, because these recruitments will be coming each year on the regular basis. You can apply them for after your graduation also, after your masters also. So I thought it's always suggested that I will finish my education first, then I will go for job. That's why I thought I will go with my IISc education before going into the job.
Sir, another question is तुम्ही जे कोर प्लेसमेंट्स दिले IISc मध्ये जाऊन, फॉर एक्झाम्पल इंटेल, तर त्यासाठी कोर प्लेसमेंटसाठी जे प्लेसमेंट राऊंड्स असतात ते कसे असतात? बिकॉज आम्हाला आता IT कंपनीजचे राऊंड्स माहित आहेत की कोडिंग राऊंड असतो, डेटा स्ट्रक्चरवर फोकस केलं जातं, C++. तसे जे कोर कंपनीजचे प्लेसमेंट्स असतात त्यासाठी कसे राऊंड्स असतात? म्हणजे काय नॉलेज गरजेचं आहे? तिथं पण कोडिंग गरजेचं आहे का? म्हणजे जे काय आपण लँग्वेज शिकतो.
What I will say, coding doesn't matter during hardware related placement. They will not ask anything related to C, CPP or Python related. But I advise you that you should know at least one of the coding language. It is always beneficial. Let me talk about the rounds which they had during our IISc placement. So they started with technical written examination. Lot of companies, they took MCQ based examination. They shortlisted a lot of candidates from those examination for interview. After 2 rounds of interview, that was the first was the technical interview, and the next will be the HR interview, and they will have the final recruitment from the HR interview. Again, it might vary from company to company.
Okay,
But
sir.
no one asked any coding question. Yeah.
Okay. Then why you choose Intel? Why not TI and all other companies?
No, we had to fill one preference form before placement. So in which I gave highest preference to Intel. So and I got Intel. So I have to take Intel, means that was my highest preference as compared to all other jobs.
Another question related to GATE examination is that people suffer when they get when the syllabus is not completed before November. So how to quickly complete the syllabus?
It is not advisable to finish all the syllabus before examination. So you should be smart, right? You should only focus on very important subjects. You should go through all the previous GATE question papers. You should know that these subjects, these points are very important for the GATE preparation. So you should be always ready for with those point preparation. You can, if you don't have enough time, you can skip few points. It is not that it will not that much affect your score. You can skip very difficult concept and try to focus mainly on the very important concept such as basic, analog, digital and network subjects.
But sir, if you see, most of the subjects are interdependent. Like if you
Yeah.
don't know signal science system, you can't do anything in communication. So what subject should skip, and which subject should skip, and which subject should give more preference, more importance?
I will not say to skip entire subject at all. I am just saying that if you find any difficult concept or a very difficult point in any subject, and there is very less probability that in GATE question they will ask questions from that subject, then you can skip those points. If there are parts from which there are very high probability that definitely they will ask 2 or 3 questions from this part, then you cannot skip that point, right? But skipping entire subject is very risky. I will not tell you to skip any subject from the GATE preparation.
Okay. Another question is about the motivation. So कसं होतं की आता आज एक फुल डे आहे, आपण 10 to 12 hours बसलोय. देन सेम मोटिवेशन हे नेक्स्ट डे किंवा त्याच्यानंतर 2 days कंटिन्यू राहील, हे होतच नाही. सो तुम्ही हे कसं मॅनेज केलं की कंटिन्यू मोटिवेटेड फॉर 6 to 7 months?
One thing you can do, you can keep on switching your subjects. So what I was doing, that I made one rough planning that by this month end I will finish 2 or 3 subjects. So I didn't say that today I will study this subject only, that subject only. I was doing that whichever subject I was feeling like to studying, I was studying that subject. You can keep on switching subject, that today if I do network analysis, tomorrow I will do digital or analog. So that will keep you a bit refreshed. Also in between you can do aptitude questions. If you are feeling like bored, you can start doing aptitude questions, mathematics questions. You can again do some reading stuff. Again you can switch to giving test series. So you can keep on switching to make in the flow of the study, right?
There is one question from audience. He is asking the scope of ENTC in India.
Yeah, ENTC is it is a irreplaceable branch, right? Whenever you go with any device or anything, even if you take cars or anything, electronics will be there. So there will be always endless scope for all the electronic related areas. Nowadays, lot of branches which are working hands-on with electronics, such as artificial intelligence, are also growing, which are again increasing the probability of the development of our branch very much. So it is a endless scope. Only thing matters, do your only focus on the all the basic knowledge and do your best. Also, I saw doubt like how to get 8 LPA plus job off campus. Is referral necessary? I don't think referral is always necessary. As I said, keep your LinkedIn account up to date. You can apply for a lot of off-campus placement from LinkedIn and Naukri.com, etc. But make sure you have very strong resume. You should have very strong LinkedIn account as well as very strong basics in electronics, right? So you will very easily get package above 8. I will say you will very easily get package above 15.
Nikhil, my question is, there are two types of MTech, that is teaching assistant and research assistant.
Yeah,
So, what is the best choice, going for teaching or research?
yeah, let me tell you. So teaching assistant is 2-year MTech program and research assistantship is a it's based on your research area. It might be minimum of 2.5 years to extended up to 3 years. One main advantage of doing teaching assistant is that after 2 years only you can get job. Means you don't have to spend lot of time. There will be only course related work and only the final year project will be in the last semester. In research assistantship, your coursework will be very less and your project area will be much focused. So the coursework will be only for one semester and for the rest of the time you have to do your project work, for which you have to spend one more year, that is you have to spend total 3 years and then you can get a job. If I talk about the about the selection, then for teaching assistantship, there is lot of competition. So you should have very high GATE rank for applying teaching assistantship. For research assistantship, a bit less rank is also okay to apply, right? I would like to highlight one thing also. Teaching assistantship means you have to, along with doing your uh, MTech, you have to again teach the bachelor student. But when you go to IISc, you will get stipend for free. You don't have to teach anyone. You don't have to do any extra stuff for your professor. All the PhD students will work for the professor and the MTech students will get stipend for free. So I hope you guys will always aim for IISc.
So, do we need to give interview for the admission in TA and RA?
Yeah. For RA, for all branches, they will take one interview because they will check your field of interest, because as you are going to work on the project directly, so the teacher should know what are your field of interest, what are your strong points. So definitely they will take interview for research assistantship. For teaching assistantship, it might or it might not. Few branches will take interviews and few branches will not take interviews. For example, aerospace will not have any interview for MTech admission at IISc. Depending upon your GATE score, they will recruit. Again, there is a question, are projects necessary for 8 LPA job? Like to get job in IT industry, which kind of projects should be there? Yeah, as I said, projects matters a lot. As I said, for a few companies only focused on the project related areas. So it is always advisable to have some 2 or 3 good electronic core based projects in your hand prior to the interview. Also, you should have very good knowledge of the project work, all the basics you should know, right? For IT industry, projects in core, I don't think those matters that much. But yeah, it's always advisable to have few good projects which are up to date, right? Again, examples for project, I don't think they're like a specific project for specific job. Okay, what I said, do good projects from which you will get good knowledge of the branch. Don't care about your job placement while doing projects. Just focus on getting good knowledge, right? And good learning. Yes, guys, any more doubts?
Hello, Nikhil.
Yes, hi.
Could you please share your schedule for the day for preparation of GATE exam?
Uh, Again, I will not suggest you guys to follow a specific schedule of any topper or anyone else. Okay, always, like as I said, take advice from anyone. Look for everybody's schedule and try to make your own. So if you want to know my schedule, as I said, I quit my job for my GATE preparation. So I had a lot of free time for around 6 7 months, right? So I was having full day to do my GATE preparation. So full day I planned, like in the morning session I was doing all the revision stuff up to 12 or 1 p.m. I was trying to make as much as reading or making notes for my respective subjects. Afternoon session was a bit, you will get a bit boring or you will feel a bit sleepy, right? So at that time I was solving some test series. I was also solving some aptitude mathematics questions. Again, in the night session I was trying to cover all the remaining points. Again, if I'm getting free time, I was revising, giving more test series, etc., right? So you can make your own schedule depending upon your time, right?
Okay, Nikhil. I have one more doubt that suppose I am applying for a RA in IISC and suppose
Mhm.
I got rejected in interview. So
Mhm.
is there any possibility that I will get chance for the means teaching assistant, or I need to wait for 1 more year to apply once again?
No, you can apply for multiple colleges for multiple specializations, both in MTech as well as MTech research area. So you don't have to wait. You can apply for multiple branches and you can try for all those branches or different colleges also.
Means I can apply at the same time for RA as well as TA, right?
Yeah, you can apply for RA as well as TA, but please check with respective colleges once also, because there might be some changes in different colleges criteria also.
Okay. And can you please share the some resources for the preparing for the means VLSI or some that kind of stuff? As I'm from the CSE background, but I'm interested in VLSI actually.
Uh, Studied all the related stuff from NPTEL lectures only. I studied around 2 months for my job preparation. I saw different NPTEL lectures, analog as well as digital, some VLSI course basics. So I suggest you also that you, if you want to get good core knowledge, then you should refer some NPTEL lectures.
Thank you.
Welcome. Any other doubts?
Actually, one question is remaining from the audience that
Yeah.
Omkar wants to ask you that what is the point of view behind this? Means choosing the Intel, why you do not chosen the ISRO or BAC?
Uh, Actually, I always wanted to go with ISRO, frankly speaking. Let me tell you what happened. 2020, I gave the ISRO exam, the written exam, right? I got for interview, then the pandemic happened. They stopped they hold the interviews for around 1.5 year. So I thought it's better to my higher education rather than waiting for 1 year or 1.5 year. So I went to the IISC. Again, they took the interview like last year December, recently only, when the interview process of the IISc happened, and I already on the offer letter of the Intel, so because of which I couldn't apply for any other jobs. So I thought after a few years, whenever I will get chance, I will go with the research organizations also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Abhishek, now we should move to the next session.
Okay, one last question, sir.
Yes.
How different is to prepare for
JEE, that is JEE preparation and GATE preparation.
JEE means that exam after 12th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think those are that much different. Both are same, almost same. Again, for GATE preparation, I will say there are like you have very limited time. Again, you have very limited questions. For JEE, I guess questions and the marks are very high as compared to GATE. So you should only focus on very basic and very important points in GATE examination. For JEE, again, there are very limited subjects. But as in GATE, you have a lot of subjects, around 9 to 10 subjects. So you have to take care of all those subjects very smartly, right? But again, I said that there is not much different for preparing any exam.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome.
Hello, Nikhil.
Yes.
I guess you got a 22 or 23 lakh LPA package, right?
Yeah, yes.
What are the parameters on which they decide to give a package?
Package, it depends on lot of things. So my CTC is around 25. So this year only they increased the package by 2 LPA. The base salary got increased. So there are a lot of parameters in the CTC, such as there will be a base salary, there are some stock units, there are some benefits you will get for your laptops, your mobile recharge, for your internet bills. So it is comprised of all those stuffs which will make a CTC. It will vary from company to company. They will have, all the companies will have different base package, different advantages, and lot of these stock units. So it varies a lot.
Actually, Nikhil, I want to ask that means before going for the interview, you know that the package is about means what may be at 25 CTC or LPA.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. During before placement, all the companies have to list their all the package details, all the required qualifications for the job. So we knew all these information prior to our interview
Actually,
process.
this question came in my mind because one of my senior also got about 12 lakh package, and you got about 23, something like that.
Yeah.
So I want to ask what make this kind of difference, because 10 lakh difference per year is much higher.
Yeah, as I said, again, it depends, right? If you have education from very top colleges, then company, they have to give very high packages for the students. Some people, for the same role, the company will go for with the different colleges, but they will apply different packages. So for example, if they are like Intel is applying for this role in IISc like 25 LPA, and if they are going in a private college, they will reduce the package. Like they will go with the private colleges for around 12-15 LPA. So college also matters. The post also matters, for which post you are applying. And again, as I said, the CTC is like just to show that this is the package I am getting. But as I said, you will not get all those money. There are a lot of stock units. There are a lot of like beneficial monies, and everything is there, right?
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Is it okay to move towards concluding part? Hello. Anybody remaining to ask question?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
My name is Sridhar. I am technical head of Innovation Club. As a main activity of Innovation Club, every year we conduct technical sessions for second year and third year students. What the scenario is, when we go in second year, we actually have very few knowledge about electronic components and electronic circuit designing. So from this intention, we started the our innovation club session in 2 seasons. First is by understanding basic electronic and learning how the components are actually used. We arranged sessions on transistor and as a switching applications. Then we arranged one hands-on training sessions, one session on op-amp and one session on digital circuits. And then we moved for microcontrollers, Arduino, IoT and all. So in your perspective, what other things we should include in these sessions that these are important for second year students to know apart from their curriculum?
Yeah, Sridhar, guys, you are doing very great job already. You are conducting all those sessions. I wish I was there with you guys as my doing my graduation, because at my time no one was taking such sessions. There were only few sessions. I think you guys are covering like very good area. As I suggested during my presentation, if you also conduct some placement related sessions such as mock interviews, group discussion sessions, sessions of interaction with some other people in some other areas, such as people who are working as a officer who gave ESC exam, engineering services exam, who gave MPSC, UPSC exam. So you can also conduct sessions with all those peoples. And yeah, you guys are already doing very good job.
Sir, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. If there is anyone who has doubt in future also, you can connect me with the LinkedIn. I will be always there for you to help you with your queries. Okay.
Okay, now we are moving towards concluding part. Thank you, sir. I hope all the doubts of attendees has been cleared. Now, moving towards concluding part, of thanks. So I would propose a request to Mr. Sridhar Katwe to give vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you, Abhishek.
Please.
So first of all, hello everyone. Hello Nikhil sir. I'm very happy to be a part of this session, and I must say that it was very amazing session. As a career guiding session, it was indeed helpful for us in many different ways. So before moving towards actual vote of thanks, I would like to mention some of the points that you mentioned, which were very essential to know. Firstly, it guided us to take decision from a common dilemma of GATE preparation, and which leads to a common confusion that whether to go for job or to go for GATE preparation or higher studies. Even though it differs in everyone's case, but we got a certainty what we have to do. Also choosing hardware, software, and how to get yourself in research field, which is actually a rare topic that no one puts care on. And also GATE preparation tips, right strategy to prepare for GATE, how IITs and IISCs actually make a difference in so many things that we don't even know. What things should be clear when we are going for job interview, and many little things. And I hope every participant is satisfied with question answer session also, because almost every aspect was clear. So on behalf of Innovation Club and Department of Electronics and Telecommunication, I thank you very much for resourcing our today's event as a chief guest and guiding us. Thank you for the precious time you managed from your busy schedule for interacting with us. I also thank Head of Department of ENTC for always being there to help us. Professor Anil Mohite sir for arranging this today's meeting. Entire campus activity team for scheduling this event and conducted it in such an organized way. And at last, all attendees for listening to the event and asking your questions, and everyone else. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Siddharth. Sorry, Sridhar. Thank you, Sridhar. Yes. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Just how are you? It's very nice to meet you after a very long time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's very long time.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. How are you, sir?
Is nice. Yes, yes, very fine. And your session was nice, and that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
helpful
Thank you,
for
sir.
the all students.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Definitely, sir. Thank you.
So
Thank you very much.
yes, and be in contact with us.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely, sir. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, okay.
Okay, sir.
Sridhar, you may continue. If Sridhar and
Yes,
Shiv
sir.
continue.
Okay, Abhishek, are there any further proceedings?
Here we concluding. The session is
Okay, so
we have to end.
all attendees, the session is over. You can leave this meeting.